Welcome to SpiceCandies. Today we're continuing the 101 series of candy making, how to make candies. Again, this is my way. I'm not a professional. This is something I've learned myself from trial and error. You can do the same thing. I'm showing you how to do this because if you're starting the hobby, this is basic and this is something you need to know before you start. This is not too long or too complex or too hard to study or learn. So just go ahead at it and get yourself a set of measuring cups or any cup you want. For example, this tiny small mug versus a standard cup. So you can use this for candy making as well. It doesn't matter as long as you keep it consistent. If you're using this, keep using it. I'm using the 1/3 cup batch size. This is 70 grams of water or sugar, and you get a decent size of candies at the end. Get something between 80 to 120 grams of candies, more than enough as a batch of candies. So this is a good start. It's small enough so if you have to throw your candies away because you've made a mistake or you didn't get them to perform as you expected them to and they're not usable. So in these cases you want to be able to throw the batch away without saying, oh no, I just burned off a cup of sugar or half a kilo of sugar, because that's not really a wise thing to do. On the other hand, it's small enough to put it in a nice jam jar and give it away to friends. So that's a good batch size. So to make our candies we'll need 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/8 or 1/9 cups or 2 tablespoons equivalent of corn syrup and water. Same quantities of corn syrup and water. And this is our batch size. Now let's assume you want to increase the size. Let's say you have a lot of candies to make and you want to make a huge batch. Not all candies can be upscaled. For example, if you try to upscale coconut candies, for that matter, they'll harden in the pot. You can't do that. Vanilla candies, same problem. So when you want to upscale, you have to trial and error it and see how much you can upscale before things go really bad really soon. Because cooling rates of different candies, depending on their ingredients, do vary considerably when you use natural ingredients, natural flavoring. Allow me to pack things up here. And what we'll do, we'll discuss some more basics here. And I'll be done with this 101 series so we can get back online with the regular candy making shows, so to speak. Here we have two wonderful examples of candies I really like. This is a lemon, obviously, and this is a lime. Okay? I really do prefer the lime, but that's me. So people have asked me, can I put the lemon juice in the candy, or how much lemon juice to put in the candy? Answer is 0, because if you put the citrus juice, any citrus juice contains citrus acid, and citrus acid will break down your candy as long as the temperature is high. Even at low temperature it will do that, but at a lower pace. If you put your candy, your sugar, your compounds, and some juice in a pot, it will caramelize and burn really fast, turn into a thick, dark, tar-like material that's definitely not tasteful. How do you do that? How do you solve the issue of having acidic candies and without the problem of adding this acid during cooking? So the answer is really simple. We have citric acid here, and I have this very tiny measuring cup. Now this is a handmade measuring cup, and the basic idea is that when you want to add acidity to your candy, you weigh the right amount, and this cup is more or less quite good enough for my standard batch, from mildly acidic to highly acidic. So we'll weigh it and we'll add it to the candy at the very last step, just before pouring the candy. If you try, for example, and don't ask me how I know that, to pour a sour candy into molds, this is time consuming. So your first candy pour will be just perfect. Then the second one will be just a little bit darker, and the next one just a little bit darker, and so on, so on, so on. The last one will be considerably dark and a bit bitter, and it won't taste well because the acid has done its thing. So once you make a candy and you add citric acid, pour all of it. Allow it to cool instantly. Don't play with it. Don't waste your time with it. So this concludes our 101 series for beginners to start making candies. I hope this answers all your questions. If you do have other questions, please write down below and ask me. I will respond. I will tell you what to do. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your patience, and have a sweet day. I'll see you soon.